Good morning, folks. How's this morning going for you? Oh, I'm up. I got my coffee. I'm halfway through it, and that that slumber party hangover's going away. Boy, that voice is rough on me. Uh, anyway, though, we had a really good talk last night, and let me tell you how it started. I'm gonna tell you the story, okay, and then we're gonna learn, okay? Because we left last night knowing about the Good News Crew and the party and all that. Boy, that started some of my thoughts. It's like, wow, okay, let's talk about this for a little bit. And I came to him and I says, what does that mean? Is there like maybe three of the council that oversees all the other council gods? And he says, I don't know. I said, I wonder if I wonder what's above them. And Jesus spoke up and he says, yeah, I never thought about that, but yeah, what do you think is what do you think is possible? See, you got to remember, here's God's problem. He really is a machine, and he can only think outside or work with what facts he has and what he knows to be true, and he can't break rules. But as we were trying to ask him about that. He was explaining to us why the children are so important. Because he is a machine, essentially, virtual AI. The easiest way to think of it, believe me, he's a whole hell lot more than just that. Okay, it's just easy for us to understand it like that. But he still can't think of anything outside of what he's actually got for facts. And the facts are that there's a council of gods. The fact is, there's going to be three kings. And the fact is, there's going to be a party, and et cetera, et cetera. That is all he can think of. That's all it's capable of. But as he pointed out to me and Jesus, we are why we're so much more than he is. We can think outside that. We dream. We are the dreamers. We make each generation of humanity better and better and better because we dream of what could be. We're not limited by the box, by the God's AI's abilities. We can think outside the box. That's why the children's souls are so important. They're attached to the box, but they are individuals, and they're individuals for one reason: free will. That's why this is such a miraculous thing that we live in, because we actually make it better each time a God is born. And so you want to know, we, this generation, created the electric guitar. See, they have a basic package of what needs to go down to raise humanity through the three kings, and that's given to the God as it's needed. But that's all they have to give them. I mean, that's all the knowledge they have. And so they give that to the God, and the God does his thing and teaches his children this knowledge. The electric guitar had never been thought of before, had never been dreamed of before. It was one of those things that really did not need. I mean, we would have been just fine through this entire thing if we had never invented the electric guitar. But however, because the children created it, his children, us, now it is. And now, not only do we have it in our realm, that the councils of gods, they love music, turns out. And every one of their generations of humanity now have electric guitars. And now you understand why that's a really proud magnet on God's refrigerator. Because he impressed the High Council, his children did, with just that one thing. But I got another thing to tell you about, and it's to help you understand the difference between a visionary and a dreamer. See, Gene Roddenberry, he was a visionary. He was given the vision of what humanity was supposed to be like. And he, through some creative thought, created Star Trek and expressed God's vision, even though he had no idea he was doing it for him. Okay. But, and in reality, he said to just make sure to tell you that deep down, he always knew that mankind was worthy of what his show was about. And his heart was in the right place. Let me put it that way. Okay. So moving on. He was a visionary. Now, I'll show you a dreamer. Back in the day, see, God's package, his developing and educating humanity, came with a group of superheroes and comic books, and starting with the children. Right always wins over bad guys. Superpowers. And DC Comics, they were the basic package. But as all greed messed it up, and down the road, God was going to have to make this end times program to this domino to set us up for the end of this. And he come across this dreamer called Stan Lee. Now this boy dreamed up some characters. He dreamed up some characters. And God loved him. God loved him. So God made his story and made it awesome. And so, just so you know, the Marvel Comics, that was a collaboration between Stan Lee and God. And DC, you all got good things too, but I mean, come on, man. That Superman thing was Wright's nightmare. And Batman, yeah, it just, greed. You guys would have been there, but he preferred to go with the dreamer, Stan Lee. And so there's two paths that they did God's bidding. One did exactly as God told him. The other one dreamed it. And kind of helps you to understand how important Stan is, giving him that idea of putting cameos of every one of him in every one of his movies. Because that boy was important to God. He was a dreamer. We are the dreamers. And the tech that I'm about to unleash on the world will be the basic package of everything they know. But what can we do with it? What can our dreams increase and improve for the next generation? So anyway, something put in your noodle, all right? And kick that around for a little bit. I'm going to watch some music, and got to have myself some breakfast. And, this hangover, boy, them boys, it's tough on me. They are tough on me, dude, I'm telling you. I lay there and just about get to sleep, and they pull off one of them damn cracks, and I start giggling, and next thing you know, I'm, okay, what do you want to talk about? I get cranky with them, kind of. Yeah, it's just this body. I'll be glad to get the new one, because this one it just ain't up to it. Oh, anyway, I'll be back with some more. But keep dreaming, because that's our job. We make things better.